Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you doing, Nick?
I am doing super. How are you?
I'm pretty good. There's a few things that I want to talk about in this video. I'm going to try to keep it cute and simple.
Okay.
I want to talk about this cake drama that's going on over on TikTok, and then I want to talk about Ash Trevino because she did a lie detector test, and you will not believe.
Girl, she probably failed everything.
Oh, she failed a
I
lot.
hope she didn't pay for that.
Oh. How? And then I want to talk about RawBeautyKristi because she is mad and upset because she's not getting views anymore, and she made a whole video about it. So we have to talk about that. So if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. First things first, you guys know I love TikTok. I was scrolling the other day, and apparently with Valentine's Day coming up, there was a war between the bakers of TikTok and the Walmart people, the bakers of Walmart.
Yeah.
Because apparently this heart thing went viral. It's a heart cake. It's nothing you've never seen before. And the bakers, specifically the ones that are like niche bakers on TikTok that may own bakeries and things like that, they're upset that Walmart was selling a heart cake for $20. And all they've been doing is dogging out the Walmart bakers and talking shit about them when...
So they're upset that Walmart is taking all their business, basically.
Yes, they're mad.
I don't know, those Walmart cakes are good, but if I was going to get a cake from, like, a store like that, I think it would have to be Publix.
Oh, yeah.
Publix cakes?
I just don't understand the way the world is right now, the way money is for some people, why these bakers think that they're entitled to $100 for a heart cake. It's just not realistic. If people have the money and they want to support a business that's doing that, that's great. I think if you're able to support small business, you should. But to dog out other people that are also bakers that have to work for Walmart, their art is just as good as any other bakers. But you guys, check this out because it's a mess.
Bakers are now having meltdowns because Walmart has the audacity to offer affordable heart cakes. Now, this cake has been trending all over social media for a while now, and before the grocery stores started offering them, you would have to go to a private bakery to get this type of shape, and they are not cheap. Like, sometimes they can cost $80 or more. Nowadays, you can get that same cake for a fraction of the cost. This one was only $25, and they were promoting these heavily for Valentine's Day. This pissed off a lot of private and at-home bakers, with them saying that, yeah, the Walmart cakes are cheaper, but that's because they're made with cheap exploitative labor, also lower cost, lower quality ingredients, and that they're not that good in comparison to cakes that you can get from them. Now, I do understand their frustration to a certain extent because, once again, Walmart is taking customers away from small businesses, but some of their logic has left the crowd scratching their heads.
But what is actually grinding my gears here are the people in the comments under videos advertising the cake, complaining about what home bakers are charging for vintage heart cakes. I just find that highly disrespectful to everybody who puts so much time and effort into their cake, especially when having a birthday cake is a luxury.
We have now entered a timeline where a birthday cake is now considered a luxury. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. And I totally disagree with the notion that the cakes from Walmart can't be as good as the ones that you get from private bakers, because number one, a lot of the private bakers be using the same low quality ingredients that they got from where? Walmart. Some of them will even use the box cake mix as a shortcut. As far as taste, the grocery store cakes can be just as delicious as the more expensive ones. In fact, during my graduation party, I had 2 cakes. I preferred the one that came from Food Lion over the one that came from a private baker. Also, not all bakery workers make minimum wage. Some cake decorators make over $20 an hour and actually do love their jobs. Yes, they can open up their own bakery because their cake decorating skills are so good, like this lady's. I'll tag her down below. But some of them just prefer working at Walmart. They like being able to come in, do their job, and go. Not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, y'all. I don't judge anybody for doing what's best for their wallet, especially when it comes to buying a cake that's mainly there for pictures and is probably only going to get half eaten anyway. And to my bakers, when your work speaks for itself, you're always going to have people that support you no matter how much you charge. So I wouldn't really worry about competition from Walmart, where people are going there for price above all else.
I feel like this might be one of those things where you give somebody an inch and they take a mile, because literally baking is baking. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Get that the quality can be determined by the ingredients you use, but how different can ingredients be from Walmart to this other bakery?
Organic.
Yeah, I don't understand. And for somebody to want to save money in this economy, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and they need to find something else to bitch about, because these people that are buying their cakes and paying these atrocious prices are still going to pay their ridiculous prices.
I feel like there's a certain audience for cakes like that, but then also there's a certain audience that does not want to spend the price of whatever those fucking cakes are. Like $100 for a cake sometimes is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, no, wait.
Heart.
I said sometimes. It's always fucking ridiculous unless that is like the most amazing cake ever.
You guys, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this down below. I just think this whole situation is crazy. Now we need to talk about Ash Trevino. So you guys know I am ate up with her. Everything she does is across my For You page. It's like
Ate up
every
like a bed
TikTok.
bug.
Yes, I'm ate up like a bed bug. And there's two things that I want to talk about. So first of all, she's having people sign NDAs. Like, she's really that important.
Like she printed one out off of Google.
No, I don't think I think she might have even had AI do it, because she was on a live stream and she was talking about this NDA and she pulled it out.
Non-disclosure and confidentiality agreement. Okay. And then it says right here, this is between whatever, January 15th, 2025, and between Ashley Trevino and the individual disclosing party and so-and-so as the individual part. So right here, I carry my NDAs with me, okay? I'm going to start having my hair and makeup artist sign those too. So if you're my hair and makeup artist, you will be signing an NDA before we collab. So yes, I will have an NDA signed for everybody. If you want to collab or anything, you're going to have to start signing an NDA. Because I'm not going to just like collab with anybody no more.
I just don't understand what she could possibly be doing that would require her to have an NDA. Like, what are you trying to hide?
Well,
like,
she's
we
hanging out
already
with teenagers.
Well, yeah, we already know that you're dating 19-year-olds. Like, what else is there?
I saw that she did a TikTok and all of the guys that were in it literally looked like they were 19 and under. It was very creepy because she was just like standing there like rocking back and forth like a toad.
Ash Trevino is a grifter. I don't care how you dress it up. That's what she is. All she does is beg people for money, galaxies, and gifts. And then she turns around and buys like Louis Vuitton bags and bad hair extensions.
Well, TikTok is cracking down on that. They've come out with new rules. So
they need
apparently
to.
Ash Trevino, when she's on her live stream, will just like have the camera like facing her and she'll just be on her phone, like pretending to text somebody. They've caught her so many times texting herself and it bounces back immediately.
She is not out here curing cancer, girl. What is it that you're trying to hide? If somebody says to me that they want me to sign an NDA, I'm automatically going to assume that they're trying to hide something or they're wanting me to hide something for them. Now, the second prong of this conversation and segment of this video, I want to talk about this lie detector test that she did. Why she decided that she would get in front of all these people and make herself look even stupider than she already did is beyond me. It's like brainless, brain rot activities this woman does. But apparently there's a new video out where she did a lie detector test and they were asking her all kinds of questions if her Louis Vuitton bags were fake. It came back and said she was lying. She said she had the receipts. We don't know. That's still to be determined. One clip of this lie detector segment that is killing me and sending me into oblivion is, do you remember a couple months ago when it went viral when she ordered Taco Bell and somebody put a note in it and then at the end it said, signed Taco Bell employee?
No.
They asked her if that was real or if she did that herself. We all knew that she did it herself because she wanted the attention, just like you said. She was sending text messages to herself. Anybody that'll do that, they're begging for attention. Well, they asked her if she put that note in that Taco Bell bag, and it turns out that she was lying yet again. She did.
Of course. I don't believe a damn thing that comes out of her mouth.
Girl, no, me either.
I don't.
Did you put that note in your DoorDash order?
No.
If this is Ashley Trevino, I want to say hi.
What?
I'm your biggest fan, Taco Bell employee.
As compared to the one before.
That's weird.
I also don't think that she's going to do it. I think that NDA is just some bullshit so she can make people online talk. She ain't going to do shit.
She's trying to like scare people. I guess she thinks that now that she has a little bit of like internet fame or something, she can boss people around. But newsflash, girl, whatever you think you can do, there's people that have been doing this longer and they will school your ass.
Well, girl, there's a time limit on TikTok. Apparently, China does not want to sell it. And we're counting down the days until TikTok is going to go poof.
I guess we're going to see
where's
if
she
they can
gonna
get
go?
that worked out, girl.
I'm telling you, they're going to come over here to YouTube.
No, where she needs to go is get a real job. She needs to go get a job so she can pay for her daughters to get some beds so they can get rid of them damn bed bugs.
It's just crazy
That's what
to
she
me
needs to
how
do.
many people send her money. I get sending people gifts online if you're watching their live stream, but when you know that that person is just not a good person and is doing really shitty things with that money and is just trash on top of that, like, why are you sending your hard-earned money? It's so crazy.
Well, I saw a video
Like, for
earlier
what?
today that somebody made a really good observation in. They said that she continually talks about buying these beds for her daughter, and she never does them because...
Did Camilla buy them?
No, she wouldn't let her. But in this video, the person said that she continuously dangles that carrot so people feel bad and will send her money in hopes that she'll buy these kids a bed, and she just never does.
But
Just
she
stop
sits
sending her money.
But she sits there and shows off all these designer goods.
Louis
that she
Vuitton
got.
chocolates.
Yeah, so why are people like, oh, we feel bad the kids don't have a bed, but look at her, she's
If
sitting
you
there in
want
some Louis
to throw
Vuitton
money
slides.
away that bad, like you can give it to me.
Throw it
Like
over
I
here.
have PayPal, Cash App,
Throw it over
Venmo, literally anything.
Throw it.
Because
I would like a Frosty tonight.
it would be put better. It would be put to better use than Ash Trevino buying fucking Louis Vuitton chocolates.
That's literally what people do. They get on lives and they just say like what they want to have for lunch, and people buy it for them. I don't get it.
Ain't nobody ever bought me no damn lunch. I wish, girl. I wish. But you guys, let me know what you think about this down below. We knew she was a liar. This just solidifies it even more why you should not send her money. But now I guess we should talk about another hot mess, and that is RawBeautyKristi. Now, I haven't talked about her in a while because I feel like she's going to do what she wants to do anyway. She never addresses anything. But the last time we spoke about RawBeautyKristi, we were just getting over Peter Mon ripping her a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom sized asshole all across YouTube. And it was glorious to see because she didn't respond to it, and she was getting called out for being friends with James Charles and
Well,
being
she's
just shady
manipulative.
all the way around and allegedly being part of a cult. Just
Manipulative.
all kinds of crazy ass
Said
shit.
to him on the phone, I hope you don't feel like I'm trying to manipulate you. Well, I didn't until you said that, bitch. Like, now I do.
Yeah.
Everything that you said to me is all manipulation.
No, Peter Mon dragged her, and rightfully so, because she wouldn't
Yeah.
admit to anything, and she was a manipulator in that situation, 100%. I don't care what anybody has to say.
Have y'all seen Ashley Tisdale recently? Because I saw a video she was doing for the Frenchie or Frenchie.
Frenchie?
Do you know her line at Target? Which is very nice, by the way. We do like some of her items. But I saw a video of her, and I really thought that it was RawBeautyKristi. I was like, oh my God.
He did. Oh my God, I remember that.
She must be homesteading too.
Now, if you watch Peter's video, if you haven't, I definitely think you should. Peter had a phone call with her, and he pretty much said that she manipulated him. And he told me a little bit more than he shared on the internet, obviously, because we're friends. And girl, you know what you did. You have to know how bad this looks. You followed James Charles up until this point, and you told Peter that you didn't want to unfollow him because you did not want it to look performative, but you went and unfollowed him. Now, James Charles still follows you, but there are some things that I've made notes about that I want to talk about and why this is so problematic coming from Kristi. Now, we have to kind of go back in time here, right? So we have to go back to the palette launch when James Charles had this initial palette launch with Morphe. RawBeautyKristi reviewed this palette, and in this video, she pretty much said that her and James Charles are friends, buddies. Which is actually kind of weird because I don't see those two energies working together. So it's probably just cloud anyway, knowing what we know about Kristi, but I'm not going to mince her words. I'm going to let you hear exactly from her mouth how she felt about James Charles.
So James Charles, if you do not know who he is a beauty influencer with 10+ million YouTube followers and 10+ million Instagram followers. He is a powerhouse when it comes to beauty, and his influence is huge. I've known James for a few years now. We met at IMATS back in 2016, I believe. I could just tell from talking to James that weekend and hanging out with him, he knew he was going to succeed in this industry, and boy, was he right. I remember in that moment, he had 16,000 YouTube subscribers and less than 100,000 followers on Instagram. And now look at him. I mean, it is truly a testament. He is an incredible businessman. And I mean, it's shocking to see somebody so young be so incredible at business. And I really love James. He's always been a great guy to me. But that all aside, I'm going to review this eyeshadow palette as if I don't know him personally, as if he's not one of my buddies, and if I am just going to give you guys information. I know it's tough when somebody knows somebody personally to give a full, honest, unbiased review, and a lot of people don't believe it today, because I'm going to give you guys all the information that you need as far as the controversy goes with this palette so far, and my review, which you'll see in a few minutes and see how I feel about the eyeshadows.
So the other day, she posted a video and it was titled, "My channel's dying and I'm letting it happen." So already off gate, we know that she wants attention. This is the same person that got on the internet and dragged Jaclyn Hill to hell with the microscope, okay?
The beauty community sometimes has drama in it.
So she knows, we're just going to say that right off rip, that she knows how to get attention, and she knew that people were going to click this because they wanted to know what she was going to say and how distraught she was. And in this video, she basically talked about how she shifted her content away from makeup and funny type of stuff to like more serious homesteading, motherhood, and personal topics, okay?
I'm not trying to be shit. Was she funny?
I don't
Did she
think
do
so.
funny content? I don't remember any funny videos from RawBeautyKristi, to be completely honest with you. So
Really,
Okay.
honestly, my favorite content that she ever put out, because I did used to like her content, was the latex stuff that she would do around Halloween. I say
Yeah,
that literally
that I
in every single
remember.
video where
That
we
I
talk
remember.
about RawBeautyKristi.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying to me that she knows what works.
she doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it anymore. And what it seems like to me is she just don't want to come back and address things, because she really did get her feet held to the fire when it came to that James Charles situation and how
Yeah, just address it.
Yeah, it
why not
really
just,
would
like,
not
talk
be
about
that
it?
hard, and it would save her career. I would much rather watch makeup content than her sitting there with a pottery
No,
wheel.
I remember last year when she announced that she was going to be like getting away from like makeup content or however she said it. And then like the next video was literally a makeup tutorial. Like,
Now, she did
make
talk
up your
about how
damn
this
mind.
shift in her content kind of pushed away some of her viewers. No shit, girl. If you start doing one thing, if you change up, people aren't going to watch you all the time if it's not
Well,
something they're
no,
into. They
people-
subscribe for one thing, I
people
think.
thought that she was involved in a cult.
That's
People
true.
thought that she was going to be homesteading and there was going to be like a whole little fucking clan of children running around.
Oh my God.
Like that's what they thought that was going to be happening. She did kind of address that like a few videos ago and said that she's not building a school.
Well, the way the verbiage
Still
and
very
everything,
culty,
what
you
was
know?
it called? The cooperative or whatever.
Yeah.
Very
The co-op.
weird verbiage there.
Yeah. So I think that is a reason why a lot of people left her channel because they were like, whoa, not sticking around for this.
Well, here's the thing. She even admitted that she was a little bit embarrassed that she doesn't get the views anymore. Like, that's really nothing to be embarrassed about. You made a change. Maybe not a good change for what you were doing, because if you're known for makeup for years and then you go to homestead and in pottery work,
She's
like,
also turned her nose up at just like a lot of stuff that she's participated in that she wants to distance herself from now. She's like, don't turn your nose up to a bitch because at one time that was you.
that's true. That's very true.
A lot of people are probably annoyed by that too.
Something else that I really didn't like about Kristi is the fact that she would do these little like clickbaity type videos where she would dip her toe in just a little bit of drama to get people talking because she knew it would get views. But for her to just get in this and say, oh, I'm not getting views anymore and I don't want to do this anymore, like,
No, I'm sorry. Let's not forget that she tried to tell everyone that she wasn't really familiar with everything that was going on with James Charles and all the things that
Yeah.
happened with him. So she was just kind of removed.
yeah, that's crazy. She even said in this video that the YouTube algorithm
Bitch.
is a little bit tricky and sometimes it's hard to figure out,
yeah.
which is like, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
That just sounds like she's trying to do content to get in the algorithm and not the kind of content that she would actually want to be doing. So maybe that's why you're not happy doing YouTube.
Yeah.
And maybe people can tell that in your content because it's like, I'm just putting out this.
She did say that she's trying to be true to herself and she wants to be authentic, even though she knows that that won't get her views, and that she doesn't want to compromise who she is as a person for content.
Okay.
That's kind of rich coming from her.
The beauty community sometimes has drama in it.
It really is, because if you can't address the whole situation with James
Yeah.
Charles and all that shit with kids, but you want us to somehow give you views and support you, it's a no from me, sis.
I mean, good for her. If that's how she feels, that's how she
Well, she
feels.
did say that she's accepting the situation. It is what it is. She's still going to continue to post her content. If people watch, they
course.
watch. If they don't, they don't.
All right.
But she hopes to engage with her community more and learn more through this process. It's the same old shit with her. Watch when the next thing happens, and she'll have her little microscope there, and she'll be back into makeup again just because there'll be views there. Clock it now. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Are you still watching her? Are you tuning into her content? Are you watching her spin pottery? I'm just not into it. I didn't follow her for that. I don't want to watch homesteading content from her.
pottery.
Yeah. But if you guys made it this far in this video and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing and leave me the mushroom emoji down below. I may not really agree with Kristi, but I do kind of like her style. This green room that she films all her videos in is pretty, and I do like the little mushrooms in the background.
You ever had a guy describe his as a mushroom?
Of course.
Look at that mushroom head. That's
Oh
just
my
what popped in my
God.
head when you said
So
mushroom. I'm
gross.
so sorry, everyone out there, but ooh, when they do that right.
But with that said, you guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. I hope you all have an amazing day, and we will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.